Hey guys, we're at PRI 2019. As you can see, we're in Lucas Oil Stadiums. This is where the Colts play, for you guys who are not super familiar with Indianapolis. Behind me are all the trailer displays, but in front of me over here is what we're going to take a look at next. This is the new product displays here at PRI, so let's get around and go take a look, see what we got. So first thing, we got a toolbox over here from Boxo. I've been meaning to get up with these guys. They have some stuff I'd really like to take a look at in our tool tech reviews. But I'm going to take you guys all the way through the new product showcase and just show you off some of the stuff that is new this year that you might be interested in. Most of this stuff is either just generally applicable to motorsports or specifically to some of the stuff that, you know, we're not super interested in. But, you know, you got a nice race suit, some new blood racing lubricants. We got Scorpion Blood, 10W40 high performance oil, some center sections. Everybody always likes a good Ford 9-inch nitrous outlet. It's got a new controller. That thing looks pretty snazzy, so not too bad. ARP studs for your Cummins engines, some new gears, ring pinion. On the other side, we have some really interesting stuff for the Coyote market, and I know you guys have probably seen the video we posted earlier. I'll put the link in the description if you haven't, of the new Coyote iron engine block. Ford's calling that the Werewolf block. Here we got a aluminum block in the floor, but that is a small block Chevy application, so nothing we're probably going to be super interested in on that side. You guys want a dual quad setup, or you can run it with EFI. Tech have you covered there. A massive torque converter for your Ford 6R140 transmission. This is from Florida Torque Converter. Look at the size of this thing. It's ridiculous. But if you got Super Duty, you want to make some power, probably a good thing to have. It says it has 4 lockup clutches. Of course, Melling has their high performance oil pumps. That one, of course, is GM, but over here they have a Ford model. So if you need a modular oil pump, Melling has you covered there. Some more transmission parts here, big supercharger belt. Suncoast has the Ford 10R80 torque converter, so this could make the 2018 Mustang guys happy. This is of course a GM version we're looking at right here, but they do have this for the Ford 10R80. GM calls it the 10L90. That transmission was actually co-developed between Ford and GM, so you're going to see a lot of companies that would maybe typically work with GM stuff making some Ford parts now, just because of those collabs that's been going on. That's a 6R140 torque converter down there, but the new 10R140 is actually a shared design as well with Ford and GM. GM's of course calling their version of the 10R140 an Allison transmission, even though it's not really anything Allison related. Turbochargers, of course. NGK always makes great spark plugs, and you guys like your TR6s. And this over here is something that you probably haven't seen before, a carbon fiber connecting rod, and they also have carbon fiber push rods. And they're not all carbon, it's a composite with carbon, titanium, and a few other things. But that looks like it's ridiculously lightweight. This is for some serious racing applications. It's from AWA Composites. Moving on along, McLeod has their own torque converters coming out now. This is a Corvette one. But check this out, a TR6060 relocation short throw shifter. This is a definite new one on me. It's kind of hard to get around the back side of it, but it looks like they're going to have this thing set up to where you can have different lengths and be able to get it in that transmission in a lot of locations that may not have been applicable for before. So yeah, that's neat. Some ARP stuff, and if 2 4-barrels is not your cup of tea, you can always go with 3 2s, so 2 4s. Moving on around, let's head over to this table. Turbos, everybody loves some turbos, and we have front feed systems, Gen 3 Hemi intake manifold. That looks pretty nice, and it looks like you'll be able to stuff a pretty good sized intercooler in it. I know you guys have probably seen these before. VMP's Gen 3R superchargers. You got a GT500, Terminator, all that fun stuff. definitely check out the VMP Superchargers. This is of course the 2650 rotor pack TVS from Eaton. Makes some very, very nice power with that. Moving on down, we've got some more fun stuff, clutches, intake manifolds, again small block Chevy stuff, intercooler setup for Dodges, big race brakes. Everybody loves some race brakes from AP Racing. Turbo 400 housings, again some more 9-inch stuff. It's funny, for a rear end that's been out of production from the OEM manufacturer for however many years, still see lots of new parts coming out. Again, more 9-inch stuff, a massive blower housing, 671 style, more brakes from AP Racing, another intercooler. This time it's for EcoBoost Mustang from ETL Performance Parts. Some nice stuff. Down this way, Mass Motorsports heads. Check out this clutch. A little guy, but I'm betting it holds quite a bit of power. Quartermaster. Again, some more feed systems. Very nice. McLeod with big SFI bell housing. McLeod makes some great stuff, and this is actually a Coyote bell housing. So here's the details on that. So if you want to go very, very fast, you might want to check out that from McLeod. I know Lethal Performance will probably have this on sale any day now. Very nice, and of course, make sure you're legal. You can go drag racing. It has the sticker on it. Moving on along, come back around this way. Nice little tool cart table that looks like it folds. Got fuel cell, some tools, more clutches. This is a Mustang GT 2018 and up from X Clutch. What's it say? 2 times sprung like organic blah 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 discs. Alright. So it looks like it's a twin disc clutch. Not too bad. LS heads. T56 Magnum relocation from the same company that made that TR6060 shifter. And just more general stuff. Same company again. Sicky. This time, this is another T56 Magnum XL short throw shifter relocation. So they want to make it so you can get that thing in just about any place, I guess. So if you guys are looking to upgrade to a T56, you might want to check that out. This is a kind of a neat application. It's basically a breather with desiccant in it to keep water vapor out of your fuel. That way, if you have it running E85 or something like that, you have your fuel tank vented, it doesn't absorb water into the fuel, basically ruining your fuel. So that might be something to look at in the future. Got McLeod throwout bearings. Going around, some more Hemi stuff, and some rods for your Gen 4 LT series GMs, cams. It's a Dodge Ram fuel pump system. Speaking of fuel pumps, there's some more Ford related ones around here somewhere I saw earlier. Pedal assemblies, always fun stuff. Quicksilver, now this is funny. Quicksilver Performance Racing Oil, 25W40. This is basically the same stuff they sell for your boat. So if you guys are running like a Mercury Marine engine, Mercruiser inboard, they're basically repackaging their same oil and selling it for a racing application now. So there you go. We got some EcoBoost 3.5 camshafts from Kelford. Those look pretty nice. Billet construction, it looks like. So always great to see new hard parts like that coming out for your Fords. Have some ARP Power Stroke manifold boat kits for the 6-liter. Now, 6 liters and 6.4s are known for breaking those manifold bolts, and I'm probably going to deal with some of that in the not too distant future, so that's a nice thing to see. Stainless steel, very pretty from ARP. You know, we love our Ford diesels, but you've got to treat them kindly for them to treat you kindly. More fuel pump stuff, fuels, batteries, fun times. Swinging back around. Have some fantastic looking Forge line wheels. Forge line next, great looking stuff, of course. Bell housing for GM stuff, more GM stuff. Some orange wheels. Trick Flow has some GM heads and intercoolers, all kinds of fun things. Nice looking intake manifold, that's LS. Looks like we got small block Chevy head. Here's a good sized precision turbocharger. Yep, that's about the size I need. What do we see? 143 millimeter, capable of 5,500 horsepower. You know, you EcoBoost guys, you should really think about that. QA1's got some shocks, coilovers. You run up this way. I want to take you guys back this way for a second because there's some very nice headers and exhaust system right over here. And this is, of course, Mustang related. And it's from Kooks. That's Kooks 5-liter Coyote swap headers. So you guys looking to swap a Coyote into your car, Kooks has you covered. You can get their Coyote exhaust swap system. Very nice. And of course, you can see they make their own displays. Very, very good looking stuff. Made in the USA too, so you know we like that. More turbo stuff, transmissions. I'm gonna do some machine work, cut out your own stuff. There's your nice cutter. Transmissions, turbos. Lincoln has some new welders they're showing off, welding masks. Got some drag wheels, Cummins intake parts. Anybody need to shave their tires? You know you want to shave your tires. Got some AFCO racing coils. Some nice heads. Looks like all machined out. Very nice. Running out of things to say about just general wheels and Lincoln welders. We'll go on around here. I see a ProCharger on this front feed system, so that's nice. ProCharger set up here for a CTSV if you guys have a Cadillac, and then check this out. ProCharger D1X supercharger system for your 2018 and up Mustang GT. Good looking system right there. So it's capable of 1,100 horsepower. Plasman has a big block Chevy intake manifold. Holley, you know, you've seen these guys for years on the LS stuff with those intake manifolds. Over here, I believe they have one for a small block Ford. So if any of you guys are still running Machrods, there you go. They have a small block Ford manifold. Swing back around this way. Another toolbox. And you know, you're going to see lots of just general use stuff. Like here's a vise. So tools, things like that. You're going to see a little bit of everything. Turbo Smart with a wastegate. Valve actuator housed with some diesel additive. Of course, Amsoil wouldn't be Amsoil if they didn't have some new diesel additives. Anybody with a 6-liter Power Stroke that doesn't have a set of head studs, I don't know how you're still driving around at this point. Amsoil with more stuff, of course, engine oils. How many different 5W30 oils can you come up with? But yeah, there's another one, commercial grade. And we have some JE pistons of various sizes. Had to do a quick battery change there, but like I was saying. But the Holley EFI Pro Dash setup, they have this thing in a bunch of different sizes, and I've been seeing a lot of guys swapping these into Mustang clusters, getting rid of their stock gauges, especially in new edges and SN95s, and especially, and then again, Fox bodies, especially with the bigger ones. This is a smaller, you know, 6.5-inch version. And then Holley also has new for your 2011 and up, or 2011 to 17 Mustangs, a dual fuel pump setup with actually 2 hats. So you stick one in each side of the saddle tank. That's a pretty unique system. I haven't seen anybody come up with that one yet. So 255 pumps. So Holley is getting in the fuel system game for Mustangs now. Nice to see. Wideband O2s. And then check this up. We got some Ditchworks stuff. And we have the Ditchworks fuel system for the Coyote. We got a 5-liter Coyote kit here. Filter, fittings, rails, injectors, all the good stuff you'll need have a full fuel system from Beachworks on your Coyote Mustang, and if you happen to have an 18 and up, they are working on DI injectors for you as well. And of course your regular injectors, Beachworks always has those covered. But that's pretty much it. This is the new product showcase from PRI 2019. Anybody has any questions, be sure to check out the forum. It'll be over on svtperformance.com, and we'll have all the details posted up that we can find there. And that's pretty much it. Look forward to showing you guys some more stuff about the show in the next few days.